Have you ever walked into a place and felt a strange heaviness, even though no one said a single word? That clear sense that someone is against you or wishing you harm. It's uncomfortable, it's heavy, and it hurts. I know. But the most important question is not, why is this person doing this to me? The question that changes everything is, what do I do with what someone else does or thinks about me? Studies on workplace sabotage, such as those by Bennett and Robinson, show that the greatest damage doesn't always come from the attack itself, but from the time a person spends ruminating about what happened. Do you see the danger? It's like acid reflux. It's not the food that hurts. It's the constant return. Or like termites in wood. Outside the wood, they pose no danger. But once they settle inside, they slowly corrode the structure. In other words, many times, evil only gains strength when it finds space inside the mind. Social psychology indicates that hostility directed toward us often arises from unresolved frustration, insecurity, or envy. Research on envy, such as that of Richard Smith, shows that when someone feels diminished in social comparisons, what is called malicious envy can arise. The desire to see the other person lose or fail. Someone who is truly at peace does not spend their life plotting another's downfall. In reality, many times, the one who hurts is hurting. That's why it's helpful to separate evil into 3 levels. First, in thought, if the harm exists only in the other person's mind, it has no direct power over you. The real risk begins when you create scenarios. If nothing happened in reality, don't allow it to happen in your imagination. And here is a practical exercise. Every time a sick, malicious, perverse, or unjust thought arises, immediately replace it with one that is worthy, healthy, loving, confident, and just. The mind never stays empty. It will always be occupied by something. If you don't choose what to cultivate, anything will grow. It's like staring into a distorted mirror. The longer you fix your gaze, the more you believe the distortion. But the mirror never changed who you are. Second, in words, do not react impulsively. Neuroscience research on emotional regulation, such as the studies by James Gross, shows that reactivity fuels conflict. Sometimes, firm silence is the most powerful response. And here is a practical exercise. When someone provokes you, wait a few seconds before responding. Breathe. Ask yourself, does this really need a response right now? Many times, that brief pause dissolves half the conflict. It's like an echo in the mountains. The louder you shout, the louder it comes back. When you choose silence, the echo loses its force. Third, inactions. The response is not hatred. It is clarity. Set boundaries. Act with strategy. Models such as DBT, developed by Marsha Linehan, show that assertiveness and self-control are more effective than emotional explosions. And here is a practical exercise. When someone acts against you, do not respond through the same channel as the aggression. If it was an impulsive message, don't reply by message. If it was public, don't react publicly. Wait. Choose a calm environment. Speak only about the behavior, not about the person's character. It's like driving on a slippery road. Accelerating impulsively only increases the risk of losing control. The conscious driver slows down, keeps steady hands on the wheel, and moves forward safely. Now I want to invite you to look at the Christian faith. Christ did not teach passivity in the face of evil that people think, say, or do against us. He taught wisdom, gentleness, prudence, and inner firmness, among many other virtues. But there is something that makes all the difference here: the secret of freedom. To love, to forgive, and to overcome evil with good. Easy words to say, difficult to live. And speaking specifically about forgiveness, contemporary studies show that forgiving reduces anxiety, stress, and even cortisol levels. The Christian faith taught this long before science was able to measure it. If someone throws trash at your door, and you bring that trash inside your house to prove you were wronged, who is smelling the stench? You are. Forgiveness is taking the trash out of your living room and continuing on your path. Not empty, but free. Free to love better. What the other person does is their responsibility. What you choose to cultivate in your heart is yours. In other words, you don't control what the wind brings into your garden, but you decide what remains planted there. Do not allow the evil that comes from outside to determine the good that lives within you. Overcome evil with good. And don't be surprised. You may be betrayed by people close to you. Even Jesus experienced that. Many thought, desired, and did evil against him. And he remained faithful to the end. Remain faithful as well. Stay strong, my brother. Stay strong, my sister. And if this message touched you, like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Also visit our website, visglobal.org. There you will find many free materials to help you grow in virtue.